What's going on, guys? KingSchratz, you're back in the video on the channel. Yes, surprise, bitches. Another episode of Unfiltered. We were out doing a thing, and we're here. I don't really know what to say.
Alright, so you're here.
Late night, Uber Eats. Taqueria Los Gueros. One of the highest rated taco places around. There's about 10 of them in the area. Not necessarily a flex, but I know the person who owns it. Awesome guy, makes great food, great guy, wonderful guy. And we ended up getting like
30.
Yeah, we got like the family meal, like a 30 pack of tacos. And I didn't think it was gonna come like this, but it's like kind of dope. So they're individually wrapped. I'm just gonna take one out. So this is the chicken. We got chicken, we got carnitas and al pastor, which I love. So you can see there's like chicken in here, and it came with, so there's onions and cilantro, salsa, queso fresco. There's a bunch of different toppings to go on here. So you also got chips and salsa. I got a hot dog, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't even know what the hell I have to say other than I'm hungry, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We weren't gonna record, but it kind of just
happened.
Yeah, it happened. So that's that.
You know, the holiday weekends.
Yeah, it's Labor Day, right? You probably want to switch these because you want the chicken more than I do.
Yeah. What is this? Vincent Pastore?
One of these is al pastor. I think it's this one. That's al pastor.
Which is what?
Al pastor? It's beef.
I don't know beef.
It's beef.
Yeah? This is good.
You didn't know what you're eating.
Nah.
Huh.
What I tell you what makes this.
I don't want to be an idiot and start saying things. Al pastor is one of my favorite things to have, but I think we got carnitas for
I know
dinner.
Al very well. The corn tortilla is what makes this. Do you know
Yeah. Oh, fantastic.
That's how you judge it.
Al pastor is pork, by the way. I screwed that up, but I didn't want to screw it up because we got carnitas too. Al pastor is basically, it means it's lamb, and it came from the Lebanese immigrants in Mexico. So they cook it on a spit like you would shawarma.
Because it's like beef.
Because it's cut from a spit. It's pork.
Yeah.
But the al pastor aspect came from the fact that it was made by like the Lebanese immigrants. And I believe al pastor means like the sheep herder or something like sheep. Someone's gonna correct me because you guys always do, and I love you guys.
Sheep.
Al pastor means shepherd style. That's what it means.
Ah.
Okay, so basically Lebanese immigrants came to Mexico and they made this delicious meat that al pastor is one of my favorite. And we haven't even gotten into like the toppings, but you can tell you don't really eat like shawarma, but
Kyle Schwarber.
good ball player. You guys can tell that came off of a spit. See how this came off?
Yes.
They cut it from the
Correct. Yeah, I get it.
Okay, well, I'm just, I know you don't really necessarily like go for that kind of stuff, but yeah, no. The fuck is that? Don't even know. Have you put anything on the taco yet?
No.
And they're fantastic.
No.
Okay, I'm not crazy. Those are limes, onion, cilantro, salsa verde.
No sour cream, right? Wow.
I don't think we got sour cream.
No.
I don't even need it, to be honest. Like,
No,
it's
I know. I like it, but you don't need it.
not good, man.
Try that one, bro.
I've had this one, al pastor.
Wow.
And this is carnitas.
Yeah. Real good.
And you wanted just chicken. Oh man, yeah, I already know. There's gonna be fire. Keep this. You should like review food. So
It's like a ham.
this isn't even a joke though. We got 30 of these. You can see they came in like a
rolled up.
and they're $30. Like, that's a deal. And it came with the toppings and all that stuff you've seen here. So check this out. So this is the carnitas. I haven't tried any of these. I've had their tacos before, but damn.
Good, right?
Yeah, that's really
Wow.
legit.
How
I would eat this shit every night. Phenomenal. That's
Is
my
this
favorite.
like, almost like pastrami? Could it be?
It's lamb.
Well, how could it be pork but be lamb?
Okay. Al pastor is pork, right?
You're sure?
Yes.
I'm gonna try it. You know I don't venture out here.
Spit grilled pork.
All right.
It's based on the lamb shawarma brought by Lebanese immigrants to Mexico. You get what I'm saying? So it's pork, but they cook it like they would cook the lamb on the shawarma.
Well, it's good.
It's very good.
Yeah.
Venture out, dude. That shit's good. So,
It's safe.
I've eaten here before. I told you. I'm like the owner. I've spoken to him. We sat down, had a conversation for a cup. I've ordered the lengua from here.
The what? The tongue?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He asked me to eat it. I tried it. It was phenomenal.
No good.
That tastes like the stuff you get from
Lean, yeah. Right?
Fantastic. Honestly, I've only eaten here 3 times. It's fantastic. I don't know why I don't go here more often, or why we don't go here more often. This costs as much as we order at Wendy's.
When you says tacos, I says, that sounds good.
I know. And this costs as much as we order at Wendy's. Literally, like identical.
Oh, yeah.
And the fact that they put the meat in the tacos for you
Yeah.
is like unbelievable. No doubt. We're actually doing like a real mukbang right now. You're describing the food. You should do this.
You should review food.
Why don't you just understand that you're probably like one of the better food reviewers I know?
No.
Oh yeah.
I haven't really said it much.
Okay, I went to Rose's. What did I order? By the way, I'm saying this, he doesn't know that I went to Rose's.
Number 10.
I did.
Yeah.
With, what else did I get on the menu? Take a guess. Take 1 or 2 guesses. One you won't get 100%. But if you were trying to showcase Rose's, this is why you should do it. This is what I'm trying to prove my point.
A Sicilian piece?
I got the marinara.
Oh, yeah.
This little
square.
The small little, like the...
Oh, the small little round thing, yeah.
Nope.
It's funny because I never get pizza at Rose's.
Never. I said that to when I was taught on the video. I said I've actually never gotten them, but everyone that goes to Rose's told me I have to get those.
I didn't even know they had them.
They are the most garlicky wonder. If you like garlic, forget it. If you don't like garlic, don't eat it. That's what I'm saying. Like you get that kind of stuff. Like you understand that kind of stuff.
Sure.
As I've said 15 times, you are the one who's recommended Leon Kitchen to me.
Leon.
And you probably would have never eaten that what you just ate because of this. And I've done that. I would have never eaten lengua. No way in hell. I only ate that because he told me to eat it. What the hell is that? I'm eating it.
That looks spicy.
I'll tell you right now. It's a red. I know it's salsa rojo, but I don't know if it's necessarily spicy.
A little bit. A little bit.
Yeah, it's spicy.
Yeah.
It's good though. I wouldn't tell you to eat it.
You should review food.
I don't know what any of this shit is, to be honest. Like, what is it, onions?
Like a cabbage, maybe? Like a... What do you
I don't know. I think you should put it on a taco and eat it.
Like a slaw?
I'm gonna eat it. Speaking of slaw, you're just a pastrami place.
Yeah. I saw pictures. I don't know.
You don't really like pastrami, though, do you?
Oh, you kidding me?
And you wouldn't eat
go to
it?
Harold's forever.
You have. You have. Oh, this is like raw onions. I don't really eat raw onions.
You remember Jimmy Jim's? That was the place to go for pastrami around here. Yeah.
That was a long time ago, wasn't it?
Sure. Now, you want pastrami, you gotta go to Harold's.
In Lyndhurst.
Correct.
I don't eat raw onions. I'm eating raw onions right now.
Delicious. We also eat onions on pizza, but...
Bro, this al pastor is unbelievably good to me. Oh my god! I don't know what that is. They're onions of some sort. I don't eat raw onions. Oh, I don't.
Good?
What is that, gardeniera in there? What the hell is that? I know you don't like cilantro. That? If you don't use al pastor, I mean all of them. Holy shit.
What's this?
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out, right?
That's what I'm saying. I just eat. I know it's lime. And I know I got a hot dog.
You're gonna dig the hole. I got no lime.
Bro. Wow, that's good.
By the way, how many good jokes did I have tonight that only you got?
All of them?
Like a good 4 or 5.
No one understands you.
That's not right.
What did you say?
Remember I said the Destiny's Child?
What was the exact, like you...
Well, I don't know.
I don't remember. We need more chips. Holy shit. What is that? The same shit as this, isn't it?
Oh. Oh.
It's like the...
You know what that is?
Huh.
You know what that reminds me of?
Same shit.
You like that?
Yeah, I do.
That reminds me of that cucumber vodka. I mean, that's not what that is.
There's cucumber in there. Jalapenos.
100%.
It tastes like the green
Oh,
stuff.
it's the jalapeno. Yeah, that's what it is. It's the jalapeno vodka.
There's definitely cilantro,
Ugh.
jalapenos, cucumber,
Not for me.
and pepino. No pepino?
Yeah.
Pepino is cucumber.
Pepe Le Pew.
Now pepino's a cucumber. Alright, let's do this hot dog. If it's upside down.
Upside
Oh, this is
down.
fucked.
That's gonna be good.
I don't really like raw onions, bro. Yeah, there's a ton on here. And it was upside down. It looks like I played kickball. I'm gonna do it anyway, because this is what we do. I have to try it. I don't necessarily like raw onions, but there's raw onions, ketchup, mustard, on a hot dog. It's a shit bun. Fuck. I don't like hot dogs. I do not like raw onions, bro. But I ate those, so I gotta do it. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. It's good. That's a fear food for me. I don't like raw onions on a hot dog. Like, you know how you go to like hot grill, get it all the way? I don't do that. I don't like that. That's pretty damn good.
This is like, reminds me of pastrami a little bit. You know?
It's lamb though, pork. Pork.
You told me it's lamb all night and...
Okay, I keep screwing that up. Because I'm like 3 sheets to the wind. I'm eating raw onion, okay. It is good.
It's definitely lamb.
It's pork. It's pork. On the spit. You've never eaten shawarma though, have you?
No.
You will absolutely love like shawarma, like anything that's cooked on that spit like that, you love it. Because that's what it tastes like. But the difference is when you get it from like a Lebanese restaurant, which is very similar, is it's spiced a little differently, but they just cook it with rice. That's the only difference. You would definitely like it, because this shit is by far my favorite one. Look how good that looks, man.
Yeah.
Look at this. I hate doing this. I gotta do it. Come here. Look how good that looks. I don't even need anything with it. And when I try these onions or whatever the hell they are, like, I'm not an onion person. I've eaten onions twice today. And I'm putting raw onions. I would never, I'm not even joking with you. In my life, this is the first time that I've eaten raw onions on something. Today. What you're watching right now. No cap, no joke, no nothing. So I'm gonna jazz
the other time.
This is the first time.
They want raw. Remember with the pizza?
The onion pizza?
What
Those
was
were
that?
sauteed.
I know, I said that wasn't raw.
Alright, so I got the lime on here. This is gonna blow my mind. Yeah, that was one of the first times
good.
Do you know that was like, for me, like a big, I don't eat shit like
It's
that.
incredible.
It was phenomenal.
Wow.
I'm gonna do this onion and cilantro too, because I haven't tried this yet. But I'm not like, I don't like shit like this. I know I keep saying that over again, because I'm actually in shock. Alright, so I'm gonna do that. You don't like cilantro, right?
I mean, I eat it. I don't go out of my way to eat it.
I remember you saying something like that, but I'm gonna tell you this. I could eat these tacos all the time.
Parsley, cilantro. It's like, take it or leave it.
Alright, check this. Check this bite. No salsa necessary, though. Damn, that is good, man. That's insane. I legit can't believe how good this shit is.
Yeah, it hits.
And I've eaten here before.
It's because I'm here, you know.
Yeah, but the kit, like ordering like the
kit.
The cannon.
Earth the kit.
Rest in peace.
The cannon.
With the lime? That citrus is breaking down the proteins and the enzymes in there. You know what that is.
Sure.
Unbelievable. No joke. If you're gonna order from this place, anybody watching this, if you're from the area, do the 30 kit. 100% worth it. $30 and change. 30 tacos, all the fixins. Wow. I'm in shock right now. You should try the lengua.
No.
You wouldn't?
No way.
Really?
Tongue? Ugh.
Honestly, it doesn't taste bad.
It's gray. You ever see it like uncooked? Ugh.
Or when you cook it.
It is? Yeah.
It tastes like tastes like the al pastor, but beefier. No joke. When I got it, I had about 10 tacos, and I didn't know which one was which, and I ate it without knowing what it was. No joke. Even in the video, if you watch that video, because I did it on camera, I was like, oh, this one's beef, and then I ate it, and I was like, wait, I think that was the lengua. No joke. In the video, I couldn't tell. Fantastic. It's one of those things, you have to like...
So it's a tongue taco?
Yeah. I told you, I'm gonna try tripe soon too. I don't think it's gonna taste bad.
No, it is.
No. I don't think so. I don't. Like, I don't even think chitlins are gonna taste bad when I try them. I don't. Like, I don't think they're gonna taste bad. It's just that, like, I know what they are. So, like, ugh, you know? I just look at it this way. Most people, Italians that I know, that eat tripe, they all love it. They're all crazy and we're dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes. They're crazy. Well, you know that.
most of my relatives that eat chitlins, like, I'm the only one that doesn't. So I'm the only one that's normal? That's what you're telling me. Damn, this is
I don't know if
crazy.
it makes you normal, but you just ain't doing it.
Why?
Who's the guy? Did I tell you about this? Did you hear about this?
Chris Collinsworth?
Here's a guy. Who's the... what's his name? I can't even... Did you ever see the Pelican Brief?
Yeah.
Who's
Long time ago.
Stanley Tucci.
Okay.
Okay. He did a thing where he went to Italy. It's 3 parts. Did you watch it?
Did you beat the Scungilli on the side though?
No,
no one's doing that.
He didn't do that. But
That was
you should-
Anthony Bourdain.
But this guy, was it Bourdain? No, it wasn't Anthony
Yes,
Bourdain.
it was.
These were these two,
No. The Scungilli on the thing was Bourdain.
but not the sea urchin.
Bourdain did a sea urchin too, but
No.
what
This
year?
was two?
Wait, Stanley Tucci, the bald guy?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I've seen that. Yes, I have.
He did a 3-part
Yes,
series
last
where he
year.
went to Italy.
He's all over TikTok now doing that shit too. Yes. Yes.
Is he really?
Yes.
Did you happen to see like everything he ate? I mean, this guy ate everything.
Yes. Stanley Tucci, bald guy, glasses.
Yeah.
Was in Devil Wears Prada.
I never saw it, but I think he's in that.
Did you ever see The Silence? It's on Netflix. It's Stanley Tucci. Yes.
Silas is in the movie.
It was like a rip-off Bird Box. Same guy, Stanley Tucci.
Bird Box?
It's the movie he was
Yeah,
in.
definitely. Yeah, you know who he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he was there eating Andrit Soufried.
Oh man, was he?
All that shit. Yes, I saw it.
There's nothing that he didn't like. He just kept eating.
Because it's actually good.
No, it's not. It's not good.
I think it's psychological, my boy.
Yeah.
I do.
But that takes a toll.
I understand that. I agree with you. You know, because I've told you this. I'd eaten Indian food my whole life. I tried it on camera for the first time. It was delicious. I get it. But the way I look at it now, because of that, and because I ate the Jewish deli food where I ate chopped liver, bro. Like, would I eat it again? Fuck no. But I ate it. Was it bad? No.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. It didn't taste bad. It was like a texture thing for me. I didn't like it. So like
Like cushiony, right?
mushy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't like the texture, but did it taste bad? No. Not at all. So I can understand that part. So I've never eaten tripe. You've never eaten tripe. We both been around tripe our whole lives. And you see it, it looks gross. But the one thing that you can probably agree with me is that you at least know what it probably like, not the actual food, but like the seasoning and shit tastes like. Because you've eaten that
And
different shit.
Yeah, and I've smelled it.
But like how they cook it. Like, you know what that tastes like because you've probably eaten like sauce or something that had the similar taste. You get what I'm saying? And it's the same thing as like chitlins. Like, but at the same time, I've eaten, catfish.
Oh, I can't do it.
You don't like catfish
Oh.
either? Really?
I've tried it. I can't. I'm so particular. Let me tell you something.
What didn't you like?
First of all, I don't like freshwater fish.
Okay. Like trout, carp.
Can't do it. I tried it. I tried trout. I tried catfish. Even salmon. It's got a.
But salmon's not freshwater fish. It is. But
It
like,
is. It's different. It's a different type of
Yes.
freshwater. Yeah, but they
That's
all.
what I mean.
The thing that they all have in common is it's very gamey to me. In their own way.
But gamey is subjective because
All right, so like it tastes like fish.
salmon tastes like fish to you?
Yeah.
Dude, I love salmon. Salmon was legit the first fish I ate.
I eat salmon, but I don't go nuts for it.
I love salmon.
I eat it for just because it's good. I have to have it once in a while. But saltwater fish, oh man, I love.
It does taste different. I will give you, yeah.
Big time different.
I agree with you, but
Let me ask you this: do you like chicken cacciatore?
I am so fucking hit or miss with it. Like,
I can't stand chicken cacciatore.
but it's not bad.
No, it's because I like everything in it,
Yes.
but you don't put red sauce on
I'm
that.
fucking chicken.
It's so weird to me, and and people go nuts for
My
it.
mom used to make chicken cacciatore.
Everybody's mom makes chicken cacciatore.
My mom's not Italian.
Forget it. Like I want to like it, but you don't do that.
There's nothing wrong with it,
No.
but I can't eat it.
Listen, beautiful meal.
But you're right though.
You don't do that. It's so weird.
There's a popular dish on TikTok right now,
Ugh.
and you don't like salmon, but people are eating like fried salmon, like breaded and fried salmon. Like
Ooh.
to me, you don't fry salmon.
That's gotta
like
be weird.
I can't do it. No, I'm not doing it. You don't fry salmon. You fry whitefish.
Correct.
You don't fry salmon. So same thing. Chicken cacciatore.
Yeah, you're not right. It doesn't go.
No, great idea.
Right, like it,
Seasoned-
on paper, it's
Mwah,
fantastic.
perfect.
Beautiful name.
Why are you using fucking chicken?
Yeah, you don't.
In
Do
right.
it. You don't do it.
I agree with that 100%. You hit it right in the head. Like
It's so weird.
Chicken cacciatore. My mom used to make it all the time, and I used to like force myself to eat it.
I know.
Like I didn't want it, but I didn't dislike it. But
Right.
like, why are you eating this?
What is this?
Like you could use any fucking meat.
You could have did anything.
Anything.
This
But
is
you
the
put
best
chicken-
that somebody came up with. And
You
now
know
we're
what the
cooking
worst part
this.
is too? Chicken cacciatore is like meat on the bone.
Yes.
Why are you?
With red sauce. You don't do it.
I hate no. I'm not supposed to be picking bones out of here.
Right.
Like, there's under no circumstance is this supposed to be. And then, a lot of times they serve it like over rice.
No, the whole thing is
What the fuck? Everything about it is wrong.
wrong.
And you know what the crazy part is? Chicken cacciatore is probably the closest thing to chicken tikka masala that you probably eat.
There you go. That's how I knew I won't like it. You're not supposed to eat that.
I would bet you any amount of money that you would like chicken tikka masala. No way.
If I don't like chicken cacciatore, why would I like that?
Because it's closer to chicken with vodka sauce.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, bro. As a person who's eating it, I'm telling
There's
you.
no vodka sauce in it, though.
No. But it's made with cream,
No.
tomatoes, peppers, and onions. It's literally chicken and vodka sauce. I'm telling you. That's what it is. But
Vodka sauce has a certain twang that doesn't have.
yes, it does.
No,
Yes, it
possible. Well, then they're making vodka sauce.
Yes, they are.
So then it's not Indian.
Yes, it is.
No. You can't just make it and give it a different name.
Allegedly, chicken tikka masala was invented in England. It wasn't invented in India. Almost like how spaghetti and meatballs is Italian food, but they don't eat it in Italy. Supposedly, chicken tikka masala was invented in England. I don't know if you know this, and I mean, most people probably wouldn't, but England has a huge Indian population because India was an English colony.
Right.
So, a lot of people that I've grown up, like, known in England, over the years, even if they're black, West Indian, you name it, they eat Indian food. Like, it's very common to eat Indian food there. So, all these years, I'm like, is this shit really as good as they say it is?
It's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I love, though, how I argue with you and I never had it.
100%.
And you ate
But
it.
you're like that. That's why I started the fear food thing, because I want to be like, I don't want to not like something because I'm afraid of it. That's a stupid reason. Like, to me, you have to try it. Because one of the next foods I have, other than tripe, which is 100% next, I hate guacamole. You like guacamole?
I love guacamole.
I hate it.
I love it.
There you go. Why wouldn't I like it? Everyone else loves guac. I get looked at like I have 7 heads when I tell people I don't like guacamole. So I have to eat it. Like, what's wrong with me is the way I look at it.
But it's just your taste. Something ain't right for you.
But I've never really eaten it. I just don't want it. I've had guacamole like twice. And it wasn't bad. But I was immediately turned off when I chewed it. So like my brain was just like, you know what I mean? I didn't want it. So that's what made me eat Indian food the next time was like, I've never met a person who has tried Indian food and doesn't like it. So I was like, why am I being such a bitch? Like, I get it. I had like a weird experience when I was a kid, so like I didn't necessarily want it. But at the same time, if everyone I know that has tried it says it's good, like something's wrong with me. If I haven't even tried it and I'm already passing judgment on it. That's why I kind of changed my tune when it came to stuff like that. And if you watch the video, like I was in shock at how much I liked it because it's actually good. And also because people want to be historians on here, and I was a history major. I'm part Jamaican. The first thing I said when I tried biryani was that it tasted like Jamaican food. And people were very matter of fact with me, but they were right. West Indian food has an Indian influence because spices came from India, and during that whole time of the transatlantic, trade of humans, which is terrible, people came there and brought their cuisine with them. Which is why, and you can attest to this, in the Caribbean, especially in Trinidad, a lot of Trinidadian people have the appearance of an Indian person. You know some, I do too. That's why. They're 100% Trinidadian, but some of the food they eat, like roti is Indian. Like, Jamaicans eat curry goat, curry chicken, shit. That's Indian food. Because what I ate was biryani, and it had mutton, which is goat. Like, I've eaten goat my whole life. So I looked at it, I was like, maybe I'm tripping a little bit. So I kind of was. Of course, it matters who cooks it. That always matters. I wouldn't eat Italian food from some weirdo. You get what I'm saying? So, same idea. It's actually better than you think. So I have to try tripe again. Yeah, I'm scared. But, as a person who likes guacamole, and I absolutely fucking hate it, what am I missing? You like it. Why is it good? And why am I crazy? I'm asking you, seriously.
Why do I like it?
I
don't think you're crazy if you genuinely don't like something or it turns you off.
But I've only eaten it once, and I didn't really give it a chance. And that's my point. It's not something that I actually sat down and tried to eat. That's what I'm saying. You're right. Sometimes you like stuff and you just genuinely don't like it. Like for me, people love pickles. I hate them. I've tried them. I can't eat them. It makes me want to throw up. So that's a different story. But guac, I've had it once or twice, but the smell, everything about it just turns me off. But everybody else is like, oh, it's so good. So I gotta sit down again and try it.
For me, I'm very comfort zone kind of guy.
I know that, yes.
So I don't have the desire to come out of my comfort zone with things. So that's why I have a very a specific relationship with food. I know what I like and I stick with it. So I'm not really, somebody's like, oh, this is good, try it. I'm not really that kind of guy.
I wasn't. Now I am.
That's good.
It's because
now, there are also foods that I wish I liked.
Like?
I don't know, I wish.
I feel like we both have one. We say we want to like it so bad and we don't.
Yeah.
There's something. No, we've had this conversation.
I'll name a few. So one of them is actually celery.
I can't eat celery.
You don't like celery? Me either.
I don't dislike it though.
I see people, they take that freaking thing and
they just eat it.
It looks amazing.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I want to be like, I want to do that.
No, I got one.
It tastes like dry wood.
I got one specifically. I've said this on the channel multiple times. That everyone else likes, including you, and I can't eat it.
What?
Salad.
Oh, salad. I love salad.
I hate salad.
Salad's just one of them things, I don't know.
I'm getting better, though. I'm eating raw onions right now. Never in a million years would I thought I'd been doing that. And this is an accident, because I didn't know this was served with it, and I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna try it. But sometimes I see people, and they got this, Caesar salad, or
And it looks good, right? You kind of force them.
Saddlebrook Diner. I got a chicken and waffle sandwich, which came with a tomato on it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to try it.
Waffle with a tomato?
Chicken and waffle sandwich. It was
That's weird.
like a breaded chicken, and it had like the waffle was the outside, and it had arugula and tomatoes, and like a chipotle mayo. That was a whole sandwich. I don't like raw anything, so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna eat the tomato. So 3 days ago, this was actually during when Ida came up here and fucked shit up. I got a Wendy's grilled chicken sandwich with tomato on it, and I ate it, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to like stuff, so I feel like I gotta do it. Like, if I'm gonna be a part-time foodie, I can't be taking shit off of people's shit when they make it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, but
Guy Fieri.
take it off.
Nah, I'd rather eat it the way they want it to be eaten. You know? Though I did get a lot of shit from everybody. I think I told you this. One of my most watched videos on my YouTube channel at this point is Indian food. The first time I tried it. I think I have maybe 3 or 4 other videos with more views than it. But it is my second most liked video. Which is insane. Like, it has something like almost 2,000 likes, which I think the only other video I have more than that has more likes is the thigh stop video I made, where I reviewed thigh stop. For some reason that video just got in the algorithm and, you know, people watched it, so it has like almost like 80 to 90,000 views. But this particular video, the Indian video, for some reason it got a shit ton of views. And it's the second most viewed video on the channel. Now, there are a lot of people from India, I guess. You can tell by the names, how they're talking, that for the most part, the people that have watched it that are Indian have been like really cool. Like, you know, I'm happy you liked our food. I'm happy you tried it. Which is like, I feel like I'm the same way, but I'll get into that in a second. But there was like a small percentage, very small, but they were still there, of people who were actually offended that I didn't use my hands to eat it. I really didn't even know how to fucking reply to that. Like, what do you want from me? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not even saying this to be a dick, but like, I'm American. And I'm not saying like, and the thing I brought up to a bunch of people on there was because they were like, you know, who the hell, because naan bread specifically, you're not supposed to eat with rice. I did not know this shit. Like, I ordered food and ate it. Like, I didn't look at a manual. You know, like, it's food. You fucking eat it, right? So, naan bread, you know what naan bread is. It's very like a flatbread. And biryani, specifically, is a rice dish. So, I used the naan bread to eat, because I eat like that. Like, if I'm at home and I got, like, garlic bread, like, I pick up my spaghetti with it. Or, like, so on. Like, that's how I eat, personally. So, there was a bunch of them that were very, like, standoffish. So, like, who the hell would eat biryani with naan bread? And there was a lot of people like that. And they were saying it in a very, like, critical kind of way, where I was like, yo, you do realize that, like, I'm a black American guy. Like, I'm not an Indian guy. This is my first time eating this shit. But the crazy part was that they were speaking to me in broken English. You know, their English wasn't great, which I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. So I said to one particular person, I was like, that would be the equivalent of me dissing your English right now. Like, it's not your first language, but you're trying. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Like,
be positive.
Yes, because you're trying to talk to me in a language that is not your first language. So I wouldn't expect your language, your English, to be like perfect grammar, because it's not your first language. But you feel comfortable enough that you want to try to talk to me in a language that'd be like me, because I can speak Spanish, but me holding a conversation in Spanish sometimes I screw words up. So I would expect somebody that sees me, because even though I can be a Dominican guy, like, I'm not Dominican. So somebody be like, yo, you're like, damn, you speak Spanish, that's dope. Like, not being like, that's not how you say that. But a lot of people tend to gatekeep food and like shit. Food is a big one, which is what I was trying to get into in the first place.
They get offended, right?
Italians are the worst with that shit. There's no worse people than Italian. You're Italian.
But I'm not from over there Italian. It's different.
That's where I was getting to next. You're Italian American. Which, words that I say and things that I've come from is because of how we grew up. So I tend to say things like an Italian American, not like an Italian. So when I say things like mozzarella, there are people on here going, why are you saying it like that? You're not Italian. Or like, that's not how you say it. Like, shit like that. But Italians in general, and I'm speaking of Italians from Italy, they tend to gatekeep food. You know what gatekeeping is?
Yeah, like, hide it. Nah, but keep it away, like, it's theirs.
In the sense of like,
who are you to trespass on our food?
like, don't eat it like that.
Yeah.
Don't
Like,
cook
they
that.
know
We
what-
would,
Yeah.
don't cook that. We wouldn't eat that. That's not
Right.
real Italian food. It happens a lot when I eat tacos too. A lot of Mexican people will be like, that's not real Mexican food. And La Fortaleza, for example. That's not real Mexican food. I had a samita, which is a sandwich. They said, that's not, they don't make that in Mexico. And I didn't say this, but my thought process, and I'm saying it aloud now, is who the fuck do you think made that sandwich? You've been to La Fortaleza before.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
authentic Mexican?
They're from Mexico! Like, where did they get that shit from? And a lot of people, even from Mexico, which I found crazy, don't realize, and even Italians are guilty of this too. They don't realize that not all Mexicans eat the same food. There's regional food. So semitas is from a specific region in Mexico. They don't make them anywhere else. Same thing. If you go to Italy, right, you're Sicilian.
Yeah.
One of the main ingredients in Sicilian food is tomatoes. There's a lot of tomatoes. But if you go to Northern Italy, there's no tomatoes in their food.
Right. And with Stanley Tucci, that's what he showcased. He showed how, like, even some German, there's a lot of German influence.
Yes, because it's in the Alps.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
But a lot of people don't realize that.
Right.
People think of Italian food, they only think of
Pizza.
pizza, red sauce. Another one, pizza.
Yeah.
You've seen pizza in Italy, right?
Totally different.
Don't look the same thing.
Yeah.
Napoli, different.
Yeah.
Neapolitan or Napolitano, as we call it.
Yeah.
But how many different foods are there in Italy specifically? You know more about this than me. That we don't eat here, and they do.
Yeah.
If you were in Sicily and you were walking down the street,
They eat sea urchin. Not in Sicily. I don't know if it was Sicily. For breakfast, they actually eat like cake, like sweets, for breakfast.
I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah, it's weird. I forget which part. And Stanley Tucci was like, "Wow, this is."
I'm surprised you're watching Stanley Tucci.
I know. Well, it was during the quarantine, so there wasn't really much.
He's very like Tucci.
Yeah. But yeah, they get served like they have coffee with these sweets like
a cake.
Yeah, like cake. And it looked good. He was like, "This is kind of weird eating this at like 8:00 in the morning, but
It looked good.
it looked good." Yeah, exactly.
So Stanley Tucci ate cake.
Yeah, I gotta give him credit. He did a good. He did a good thing, man.
That's what I love that kind of shit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying to you. It's right up your alley.
I watch shit like that.
Like he went to restaurants and then he went to people's houses.
That's all I want to
Like
do.
there was a house somebody living next to a lake. The guy's name was
Perfect.
like
Perfect.
Jatrul, and he he goes there and he cooked for him.
That's to me the dream.
Yeah.
You learn more doing that. Like, even if you came in New Jersey, like, we've got our own food here. We got our own thing. Taylor ham, you know, even Italian food, the Dominican food, the Spanish, like, so on. Fuck the restaurants. Like, I'd rather go to somebody's house.
Yeah.
That's where you learn. So, he lived the dream. That's what.
You like artichoke hearts?
Do I like them? Yes.
You do.
You don't.
I don't. Here's the thing with me. Names of things
Heart.
throw me off.
Okay.
First of all,
So you don't like anything artichoke.
I love the leaves with the.
What about spinach and artichoke dip?
Yeah, but like the hearts are probably blended
Much
in
different.
there,
Yeah.
right? But like
No, it's
I can't eat the heart itself.
I can't get over how good this shit is.
I used to watch my dad when I was a kid eat the artichoke hearts.
Oh, your dad eats a lot of shit that you won't eat.
Get it? He used to get in there with the thing. He's cool. You gotta take this off because it's.
Oh yeah, yeah. Don't.
I used to watch him carve it out.
That's like eating a pine tree if you
And I
don't
used
get
to be
that.
like, I never understood artichokes though. What's so good? You take the breadcrumbs off the leaf. You're not eating nothing. I would have to eat 15, 25, 30 artichokes to get full.
100%.
And no Italian can give you an answer. You just eat the breadcrumbs.
Your dad eats pig's feet, correct?
My father loves pig's feet.
Why would you eat the foot of something?
That's about the weirdest my dad eats. The weirdest. You know what I don't like? I don't like galamad in the red sauce, not fried.
Unbreaded.
Did you ever have it like that? You like it? No. Oh, people go crazy for it at my house. My father makes it. I can't do it.
I'm trying to think there's anything like that.
Oh, what a stink. Like, all right, do you like eggplant?
No.
I don't like eggplant. That's a big one that I don't like that everybody likes too.
Eggplant for me, because everyone's like, oh, you don't like eggplant parm?
Yeah,
you don't like
rollatini.
rollatini. I was the next answer.
Nope.
My whole point, okay,
I'm not doing it.
eggplant doesn't taste bad because it doesn't taste like anything.
No, it doesn't taste like anything. It's actually, it's palatable, but...
I don't like the texture.
And I don't like that the name is an eggplant.
I don't like the texture of eggplant.
What's with the egg?
I don't know.
Right?
There's
Where
actually
did it
a
come
reason.
from?
If you look it up.
Does it look like an egg?
No. But my point is this. Eggplant rollatini, eggplant parm, you know, people put eggplant on like pizza, they put it in their pasta.
Yeah, and it looks good. I want to like it.
My point is just, use something else.
Right.
Like, eggplant parm. Oh, eggplant parm. There's like 88 other different
I'd rather
parm
have
dishes.
chicken parm.
Chicken parm, sausage parm, shrimp parm, veal
It's
parm.
something about that eggplant, man. Like, they go nuts.
Do you like veal?
Very.
I feel like you're not eating veal.
Very selective.
That's a big hit or miss with Italian food. A lot of people will not eat veal.
Here's what happens. I don't like veal cutlets. I like veal if it's in a meatball.
Oh, that's different.
Big difference.
Yeah. Because people do the three.
Yes.
Like, you know,
Oh,
they
man,
do
that's
the
beautiful.
beef, the pork, and the veal. In a
That's
meatball.
beautiful.
That's different, though.
It's beautiful.
Because that's like a
but
symphony.
veal cutlet, like you can pound and pound that. You almost got him.
Oh, slide over, honey. Don't fucking
exactly.
do it. Oh, God.
I salute.
That almost came out of my brain.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh, fuck. Don't do that again. You can't say that in a regular voice and expect me to... Come on.
Hey, slide over, honey. Slide over, honey. Because they got that milk-fed veal out there.
Stop.
You know?
Yeah, because you know what you really like is showgirls.
So, but seriously, like if you pound it though, it's got to be done right. That's
But
the thing
I
about
like veal.
I know, but let me tell you something. I've had veal one time. I took a bite. Now I got some sharp teeth.
Okay.
I chewed one bite. It took me 15 minutes.
But it's the same thing. Like, that's like saying you don't like steak because you've had a bad cooked steak.
No, I know, but tell me that impression. You feel like that's how it's going to be.
Yes.
So now you're already turned off.
Yes.
So you really got to, if you want it that bad, you got to dig inside you to try it again.
Don't overcook it. You overcook it, it's no good.
It's no good.
I agree with
So
that. It's like steak, though.
I leave it there. Like, I'm not beating down the door for veal. But then again, you got people that go nuts for veal. There's people that say the veal is the best thing you can get at an Italian restaurant.
It's really good.
I know, but I can't do it.
If I was at a fancy place, I would order veal before chicken. 100%. Because they're right. It's a better cut of meat.
Yeah.
I get it. You know, people know what veal is. I understand
Different
that.
taste because it's, baby, whatever. All right.
Yeah,
now,
sure.
You know what I don't, actually I never had. You're going to have to help me with this because I can never think of it. What's the pork, the Italian pork? It's like a fancy pork dish.
What's it look like?
It's like, I don't know if it's on a bone, but it's got it always comes with a brown gravy.
Like ossobuco?
Ossobuco, thank you. I keep thinking of Artibuco.
That's where I was going.
I know,
I knew
and then I can never get the real name.
Because that's his name.
Yeah.
What would they call him now?
Artibuco.
Yeah, go Artibuco.
Oh, hey, Artie.
No, I'm never going to have
What do you,
this.
oh,
No, I'm gonna put
look
this
over
down.
this.
I'm actually going to put
Oh, look at it. Shut the Joan.
I should put that down.
Why don't you take a shot? We're going to go over to the bank later. Take a shot.
How many times did he fight Artibuco?
Forget it, Artibuco. He beat him up like 15 times. He was like, Artie, what are you going to still be mad at me?
I'm so
have a
thirsty,
sip.
but I'm not. Can't do it.
Have a sip.
I have the... Nah. Artibuco.
Artibuco.
But veal, ossobuco.
Ossobuco.
It's on the shank.
Oh, it is veal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never had that.
Lamb, they'll do it ossobuco. Ossobuco is the way they cook it.
Yeah.
But a lot of times it's veal, lamb.
Right.
They'll do pork like a shank. It's always a shank.
Shank, right.
You know, big, like the thick bone.
Yes.
With the
Exactly.
marrow.
Right.
Right, and it's like the braise with the like the red wine.
Exactly. It was that
Delicious.
It looks phenomenal.
Oh, you don't like
something
it?
I never got it.
Oh, it's so good.
I never think to order that.
If you get somebody who make ossobuco right,
Good,
it's
I know.
unbelievable.
It's like risotto. You got to be doing
That's
it
another
right.
one. But I feel like that's any food though. Like people that say they don't like.
No, but there's certain ones that you have to, especially for some reason in Italian. Like you cannot have a bad gnocchi.
Ooh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you can have like a vodka sauce that's
Yeah, but
It's
that's
still-
a sauce.
it's manageable.
Like the main course of anything, if it's bad, it'll turn you off.
True.
You know what I mean? Like,
But like you've had like a steak that wasn't that good, but you still got through it.
yeah, but it's hard.
Like
though.
you can't get through gnocchi if it ain't right.
But you can't swallow it.
It'll destroy. Right. It'll
You
actually
can't swallow
bother-
a bad steak though.
It'll take you down.
You can't swallow a bad steak.
Not a bad steak, but a mediocre.
You used to eat the gnocchi at Grand Lux all the time.
It was good. The gnocchi Grand Lux was good.
And incorrectly, I said that we used to get the Sunday night pasta. I used to get the Sunday night pasta.
Yeah.
We used to get pasta.
telefono. That was my thing.
They don't make it anymore.
That's a shame.
I know. You used to get that shit every time.
Oh, that was. Oh my god.
What was in it? I know there's chicken. You used to get chicken in it.
Yes, I used to add the chicken.
But what kind of noodle was it?
It was wow. It's been years.
I don't know.
Oh, wait,
I haven't had Sunday night pasta in God knows how long, so I ordered it
I
that
want
day.
to say it was penne. Was it penne?
Probably. It was something like that.
Or
It was just
penne rigate, maybe something like that.
definitely wasn't rigatoni.
No, it wasn't rigatoni. No, it was a penne, and they put the breadcrumbs on top. Let me tell you something. I cap off. Oh, just give me breadcrumbs. Just not an artichoke because it doesn't fill me up. But if I put breadcrumbs on that, it's so good. I like a crunch with it. Oh man,
Pasta telefono was what it was.
pasta telefono. Yeah,
I used to get the Sunday night pasta.
Sunday pasta. I've gotten that too, but I
You did.
definitely got the other one more.
It was short rib.
Both good. Yeah, very good.
Well, Grand Lux, forget it.
Yeah, they got some.
I got the Asian nachos that day too.
Oof.
I was trying to tell people like, if you go to Grand Lux,
Amazing.
yeah, that's like the best thing they make.
And the pot roast fries.
They got some good shit.
Oh man, they're good.
The cookies, remember the cookies?
Oh,
There was like pecan chocolate chip.
remember the pancakes? Didn't we go for brunch one time?
I told them that.
Yeah,
I said it in that
when
video.
we
I
brought
said,
the
listen,
pancakes.
listen. They only serve brunch once a week.
You gotta catch them.
13.
If the chef feels like making them that day, you got them.
But they only serve brunch legit. They serve it on Sundays.
Once a month.
But they only serve it on Sundays, and it's like from like 12:30
From
to
like
like
8 to
12:38.
9:30, yeah.
Like you have a 9-minute window to
You ain't
get.
getting in. And then there's always a 45-minute wait, so you're gonna miss
We've
brunch.
been to Grand Lux, no joke, in the last like 7-8 years. We want to say probably like 20, 30
Yeah,
times.
and we saw Mano.
We did see Mano
Yeah.
right there.
He was like, Mano.
He was like, "Oh, do you bad?"
yeah, Zinny, yeah.
I'm never gonna drink this.
Nah, just don't do it.
We went to Grand Lux probably about 30 to 40 times. No, like not even exaggerating.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
How many times did we get brunch?
I think half of one time.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I remember we went there and we ordered food. This is not a joke. You got the lemon ricotta pancakes.
Yeah.
Because I got beignets
Yes.
and I got
remember
chicken and waffles. And then we asked for more food.
And they were like, nah, I can't
They
do it.
said no.
No, it's over.
That was literally like an 8-minute window.
You gotta catch
You
them.
ordered the food. The food was on the way. I said, listen, can I get... Nah, I don't serve it anymore.
Time's up.
That and Vicarios. Never understood it.
Well, do they ever open?
No.
Nah, no.
Grand Lux still to this day. They don't serve brunch. We caught it that one time.
You got lucky.
Lemon ricotta pancakes.
Phenomenal.
I remember that. You couldn't finish them. That was the first thing I've ever seen you not finish.
Heavy.
I've never seen you not finish anything. That was
No.
the first time.
That's true.
And you were like, nah, these things are made of concrete. I can't eat them.
I said those exact words.
Yeah.
Those things, I don't know what they cook them with. There's got to be cement in the mix.
I remember being there, and I was eating my food, and I went, what's wrong with your pancakes? And you said, what do you mean? I said, they're still there.
Yeah, you said that.
I know. I was like, they're still there.
Yeah.
'Cause it had been like 6 minutes, which for you,
Gone.
yeah, you're a speedier. So I went, what's wrong with you? Nah, phenomenal. I said, what's wrong? What do you mean? They're still there.
Heavy. Concrete.
You said they used concrete to make it.
Concrete. Lead. Wow.
That's the only time I've never seen you not finish something.
Yeah.
And I watched you like down like, I think you ate like 22 pancakes at IHOP.
At IHOP.
And what was the steak bits? Where the fuck did
the
it
steak
with
bits.
the onions?
And the mushrooms. Phenomenal.
What was the name of it? I still don't remember.
Wow.
I don't remember what the hell they were called. Like steak tips or sirloin
Something.
tips
Yeah,
or
sirloin tips. That's what it was.
something. They were like $18.
Yeah. Phenomenal.
And for some reason you felt bold that day.
Yeah, I was hungry.
And they were dollar pancakes. We used to go to 117.
How great.
I missed that shit. We could work out back then.
Yeah.
Can't do it anymore.
I can't do it. It's different.
I can't recover, bro. My legs.
The body, right? It ain't gonna do it if it don't want to do it.
Every 5 years. This is an actual like proven thing. Your body just shuts down every 5 years. Like from when you're 25 to 20, 15, 30. You get what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So I think you're just nearing that point, man. Like, you don't recover. You can't recover it.
You can't do it.
No.
I'm sore for a week.
And you know that I'm like a big overtrainer. I've always been, and I still do it. But, like, if I switch any...
Forget it. It hurts. Not necessarily a bad hurt. Oh, I like it. It just... it hurts.
This is not a joke. I did legs on Thursday. I never do legs on Thursday. I always do legs on Friday. My hip flexors right now...
It's not right.
Every time I stand up, you can hear me wince. Like, it hurts. Like, fuck, I can't stand up anymore. And I've foam rolled. I don't foam roll.
No. It
Nothing.
doesn't work anyway at this point.
But why is it that, like...
It doesn't want you to.
Nothing works anymore.
No.
It sucks,
You know
man.
I'm going to do it.
I know, I gotta sneak shit in. I just don't get it. Like,
The bottom.
but how does The Rock work out like 4 times a day?
Well, this guy's on... Forget it.
So he's not...
No!
You know how many people I have to tell that? And they're like, oh, you're just hating. Like, he's 40-something years
But
old.
that's not even hate.
No.
God bless.
Yeah.
It's just the reality of it.
But a lot of people don't want to hear that. They think that he's like...
And it's like cheating.
They think he's naturally doing the shit he's doing.
Listen,
Do you know that he works out twice a day? Every day. Every day. In his 40s.
that's impossible without help.
Yes.
I don't care what your genetics
I don't care if you're 20.
Yeah. But it's not how it works.
No. And a lot of people don't want to understand that. And I don't really like talking about this kind of shit, but I'll briefly go over because
Sure, we'll get into it.
a lot of people ask me about The Rock.
Topics here.
A lot of people ask me about The Rock, and they're like, oh, well, you know, like, he's natural. And the answer is an emphatic fucking no. Like, he's not even kind of natural.
Yeah.
Like, he takes performance-enhancing drugs. But I think the misconception that people don't understand about PEDs is that they're not magic. Like, that's not the trick. It allows you to do more. Like, do more. Like, physically, like, for example, The Rock. He works out twice a day. He's openly said he works out twice a day. I'm not speculating. He has said that he works out twice a day, 6 days a week. He eats a very strict diet, and every once in a while he has these epic cheat meals which he posts on his Instagram, and people are like, oh my god. But the average human, I don't care if you're 15 years old, you cannot work out 2 times a day, 6 days a week.
With his intensity. Because
yes.
he's not training, you know.
No, he's
going
training.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
He's not doing push-ups.
Exactly.
Like,
He's training like a bodybuilder.
Yes, he's lifting weights.
And everybody knows that every bodybuilder
that's true.
is on steroids at some point.
But people don't want to believe that.
Yeah, but just, it's the reality of it. It's okay.
But a lot of people don't understand that there's, no matter what you do when it comes to a diet, like, even with my own shit, because people will think, oh, so like, you just don't eat all day and you eat this big ass meal and that's how you look the way you do.
Yeah.
And that's not even close to why. Like, that's such a small, like, minuscule part of it that, like, you know, like, for example, again, I'm going back to The Rock again because people talk about the fact that he's not natural. That's such a small part of what he does. Like, if he did just take the stuff he did and stop doing everything else, he'd look like shit. Do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's what I think people don't get. People talk about, like, the fasting, oh, you just, like, you know how much shit I do on a daily basis? Like, yes, number one, that I don't even look at food until a certain time of day. Number two, that I literally track everything I eat, like, 365 days a year. Like, you can look at my Wendy's meal, or even this meal, you'll see me trying to punch shit into MyFitnessPal, figuring out what happened. You have to work out all the time. And
it's like American Horror Story. It really is, though. You have to have the talent.
yes.
Your pill won't work.
That's the part that people are missing about
Exactly.
that. They're like, oh, I could
Perfect
just take this
analogy.
pill. You can't take it if you
No
suck.
way. Right. You end up like the white guys with sharp teeth. No good. Now you can.
But that's the truth. Like, people look at bodybuilders and they're like, oh, well, you know, I'm just starting naming, like, you know, Ronnie Coleman. Oh, he takes all this stuff. You know what the fuck Ronnie Coleman does on a daily basis when he was training to be bodybuilding, to be Mr. O? We watched it. Like, the waking up in the morning, going to the gym, eating, like, his diet was kind of shit compared to most bodybuilders. Yeah. But he still was, like, kind of knowing what he was doing. Him and Dexter Jackson are anomalies. But
yeah.
At the same time, he still trained like a madman all the time. Like, his videos are legendary of him squatting 800 pounds or leg pressing 2,300 pounds or, like, you know, for reps. Like, he's only doing one. He's for 10, 12, 13, 14, until he can't anymore. And then going to TGI Fridays at 4 o'clock in the morning because he needs protein, or drinking an entire container of Synthesis.
See, what gets me about that is it's not the work that needs to be done. It's the mentality that someone would take to even decide to do it. That's more impressive to me than anything.
I've always told people that. Even, like, being a college athlete, people are like, oh, well, you had it easy. You didn't pay for school. Do you know what the fuck a college athlete had to do on a daily basis? Do you know the mentality you have to have? Like, there's a reason that even when I got out of college, you know, like, people that were hiring, they would tell me, oh, you played college. Like, yeah, we look for college athletes for a reason. Because do you know how fucked up in the head you have to be a college athlete? People do not understand it. Like, every day, this is an average schedule as a college athlete. In the off season, forget they're in the regular season, off season. On a Monday, you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, you walk in the snow. I know it sounds like a boomer thing to say. You walk in the snow, or you drive, cold as shit, to the stadium, to wherever you're going, and you have to run and do sprints and shit until you almost throw up for 45 minutes to an hour. Now it's 7 o'clock in the morning, you take a shower, and now, if you're lucky you get to go to breakfast, that's if you don't have an 8 o'clock class. If you do, you're going right to class. You have to go to school all day. Like, think about being a college student. You went to college, like, you know how much it sucks. No. Imagine you had to do something before college, class, and then after, you had to go lift weights. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. All you want to do is take a nap. Nope. You can't do that. Oh, no. You get in trouble for that. So you got to go work out. And not just like show up and lift some shit like you would go to like your neighborhood gym. No, there's a strength coach in there who's been waiting for you for 6 fucking hours, and he's screaming at you from the minute you walk in to lift shit until you throw up. And that's every day, bro. And if it's spring ball, now you have practice after that. So you gotta go practice for 2 hours. You gotta watch film for another hour after that. After you get out of that, you're lucky if you get to go to dinner. If you have night class, you don't even get to do that. But if you don't have night class, you get to go to dinner. Now you gotta come back and go sit in a study hall for 3 fucking hours. Like, and this is off season every day. Like, you've gotta have a couple of screws loose, because all you do when you're doing that, you're like, damn, I'm doing all this shit. You don't get praised for it. No one tells you good job for it. The only thing you might get told is like, you're not doing enough. So you get yelled at by more coaches. You know what that does to you mentally? You either will learn how to fall in line, okay, I can do this shit, or you'll flunk out, which I've watched. Every college class, if you watch Clemson play Georgia today, I guarantee they brought in 20 to 25 freshmen. By the time those guys are seniors, there'll be 10 left, bro. Like, you gotta have, like...
And the same with, bodybuilding. Like, to get
That's
under,
the mentality.
To get under 500 pounds and squat it for 15 reps, why would you want to do that?
After you worked out in the morning.
Yeah.
And then you gotta go walk on a treadmill for an hour
and then
every day.
Not go home and eat what you want to eat.
No.
And drink 1.5 gallons of water.
Imagine not, like, and this is the thing, people like, even me and you, we're eating tacos right now and shit, like, you think that Ronnie Coleman ate, like, he doesn't count. Okay, you think, like, Jay Cutler, he counts, like, ate shit like that, Marcus Rule, or, like, they didn't eat shit, like, okay, I don't want to bring
Marcus
his
Rule, maybe. He was a sicko.
Nah, he ate rice cakes and Vitargo and shit.
Yeah.
He did. Branch Warren, I know that.
But, like, in his off season, he would.
Off season. I'm talking about, like, prep.
No.
Like, Branch Warren, I know he's not your favorite bodybuilder, but we have watched videos of him on YouTube. We have watched him go to places and ask every single person if there's seasoning or marinades on the chicken. Like, he wanted chicken and rice, but you can't have any chicken and rice. Oh no, it can't even be fucking seasoned. You know, like, you gotta be insane to do this shit.
You gotta be nuts.
People don't understand the concept of dieting, but dieting is literally telling your body to, like, starve itself. Like, you're fighting every human instinct to not eat. And when you're a bodybuilder, you're literally starving to death, for lack of better words. Like, you're trying to get down to 3% body fat. You're talking about stage lean. Like, not too many people in this world know what it feels like to be stage lean. I don't. And I've been down to like 7 or 6% body fat. I'm still fat. At 7% body fat as a guy who's stepping on stage. Like, as shredded as both of us have ever gotten in our lives. Because we've gotten down to like 7%. So that's not lean enough. We would have to go beyond that.
Nowhere near.
And you've done it. when you got that lean before, when you were down 7%, like, you were eating next to nothing, correct?
Yeah.
Like,
it was unhealthy.
Straight protein, no seasoning, no condiments, no bread, no carbs, no, like, nothing. Because I've done it. I did the same thing you did. Personally, I literally ate chicken breast with no seasoning whatsoever and egg whites. Like, just, like, no butter, like, just egg whites.
Tuna. I ate a lot of
Yeah, like, out of the can.
Yeah.
And you know what that feels like. You had to have been consuming at that point less than 1,000 calories, right?
Yeah, sure.
Probably like 600-700, if that. No joke, in a day.
Well, me, I was probably at, not that low, because I couldn't. I would have passed out.
I did pass out.
Yeah, I know. I probably stuck to about 1,000.
That's still insane.
It's still insane.
Yeah. And people don't get that. You were down to like 7%, eating nothing. Mm-hmm. You would have still been a month out.
Yeah.
From actually walking on stage. That's how much they starve themselves. Now, the reason that people don't understand that is because they still look on stage and they're still big. Because they take things to allow them to keep their muscles.
Right,
To keep their...
Popeye.
Yes, the muscles.
They got a muscle.
They still take things to allow them to keep their stuff that...
Yeah.
You know, like, one of the things that is a byproduct of taking anabolic steroids is the fact that you don't waste muscle tissue as much. Like, you can still keep your gains. So, when you diet, you don't lose as much. Me and you, if we wanted to bulk, average human, average gym guy, you know, puts on 20 pounds of muscle in the winter, says he's gonna cut down, you're lucky if you keep a pound of muscle. Like, you're lucky. Like, whew, well, you did a good job. You get that. And like, but that's not what they do. But you also don't starve yourself as much as they do. Like, do you know what it feels like to be starving and you can't see and you're so like lightheaded and you have to get up and do an hour of cardio in the morning? You know how fucked up in the head you have to be?
Yeah.
Mentally. And you know the stories that you've heard in the off-season, like of these guys on stage literally posing and passing out, or like cramping and passing out.
Yep.
Or like, I'd hate to say this, you know, rest in peace to the people who have done this, the bodybuilding sport, because I respect that sport, because I understand the mental shit you have to go through. And I know you do too, because we watched a lot of shit on it, but like, there's like, most bodybuilders don't live for a long time because of what they put themselves through physically and mentally.
Yeah.
And that's a sad thing to say.
And we're seeing it more now because they didn't really know the effects then.
No.
And it's all like coming to
all these guys that were in the 80s and 90s that were like at the top of the game, now, you know, it's 2020, so most of these guys should be reaching their 60s.
And there's a lot of beef with a lot of these gurus, right? You hear about that?
I have.
Right?
Yeah.
And they call them out for doing things, and
because people don't like
a lot of these guys don't have doctors, you know, they're doctorates or
no,
nothing.
they're experts.
They're in the industry.
Experience.
Right.
Yes.
In the industry, yeah, exactly.
I would take experience over paper any day, but I get what you're saying and what they're saying.
In that realm,
because they're not understanding the long-term damage.
Correct.
They're just saying, I can get you to look this way on stage.
Correct.
I don't know what the long-term effects
That's
are.
a great expertise.
Yes.
But from the health perspective, they're going to do what it takes. You could drop dead, God forbid. But as long as you have that sand down.
Which, unessentially, like...
Some have done.
Yeah, it happened.
God forbid.
You know, like, some of the things that these people do, and I think that what people don't realize, and again, I'm going back to American Horror Story to tie this in. No matter what you do, if you want to reach a certain level of something, you've got to sacrifice something. Mm-hmm. There's just, and I know, yes, but I think that what people don't realize is anybody who has an insane work ethic, somebody who wants to be actually great at something, you're going to have to give up a lot in order to do so. I don't care who you are. You'll sacrifice friendships, relationships, family. Like, you sacrifice a lot and years off your life in order to do that, because what you have to do to be great is nothing else matters. That's why it takes a certain type of person to be married to a bodybuilder, or a certain type of person to be married to like these great coaches or athletes. Like,
CEO of a huge company.
LeBron James, for example. I know his wife, Savannah, has been with him forever. You think she sees him every day? Especially when he was in his earlier ages. You know, like, his kids weren't adults yet. Like, when he woke up in the morning, he like, I'm going to the gym. I gotta work on this. I gotta work on that. Like, his jumper didn't get better over 5 years because he just sat there and like, okay, well, I just got better at it. Like, he sacrificed. And I think people don't see that part of the game. Everybody wants to be good at stuff, and it's crazy. Remember Perry Williams?
Of course.
Perry Williams are people, obviously, like, you know, but Perry Williams worked in our school when we were in high school, and he was he played for the Giants. He won 2 Super Bowls with the Giants. You know, he was a cornerback. He wasn't just a bum on the team. He was the starter. You're fine. On the Giants, I'm vaccinated.
Hey.
So he wasn't just a bum on the team. Like, he played, and not only did he play, Liz. I do this all the time. How many times this thing falls on my head? There we go. Yeah. Still crooked. It's fine. Anyway, Perry Williams didn't just play on the team. He excelled. He started. He played. He was, not necessarily a Pro Bowler, but to be a perennial starter on a Super Bowl winning team, you got to be worth the shit. And one of the things he said in high school, and this was during, like, we were running, like, off-season conditioning and shit, and he used to run, like, these kids, including myself, into the ground, bro. Like, the workouts he did were so mentally exhausting that a lot of people would tap out. And he would look at them with the straightest face ever, and he said the same shit every single time. And it still rings true to me this day. He said, everybody wants to get to the show, but nobody wants to pay the admission. And it's the truest shit you can say. Everybody in this world wants to be something, right? You want to be good at something. You want to be a millionaire. You want to be, an all-star baseball player. You want to, but you don't want to do what the fuck it takes. Like, you don't want to do that. You don't want to sign up for that because you're giving up so much when you do that. Like, the truth. Even with this shit, the video that you're watching now, right? It's entertaining to the people watching this, and I'm glad that you're watching it. You know what the fuck I do on a daily basis? This is not my job. This is a side gig. You understand that there are times where I wake up in the morning, and I go to work, and I come home, and it's 10 o'clock at night, and I don't want to do shit. I want to go to bed. And I have to sit here and come up with something, and not only just come up with something, and I know it's not a big deal, you're just doing it, but I don't have to. Like, I have to still be mentally sharp enough to speak on it. Even now, I can go to sleep right now, and I enjoy doing it. So, like, at the end of the day, I enjoy the grind. I always love that about anything.
And if you enjoy what you do, it's not necessarily a job either.
No, but my point is it's still a sacrifice. Like, people want to talk about me like, you want to have a girlfriend? You want to have a wife? If I had a wife right now, where the fuck would she be? If I had a wife right now, where would she be every single night while I was doing this shit? Sleeping? She would never see me. You get what I'm saying? Like, you sacrifice that shit. That's a part of the game. Like, people don't want to do that. Like, Kanye West, right? As much as people don't like his album or do like his album, he locked himself in a room for like, how long? Right? In the Georgia Dome. To finish the rest of it. Like, you give up all of that shit. How many successful, wealthy, pinnacle of their success, Michael Jordan, so on, you can, athletes have been happily married for God knows how long. They usually end up getting divorced. Because you give that up, bro. Like, eventually, it doesn't matter whether it's faithfulness or not. Like, your wife wants to still be around her husband. Or backwards, or something. Like, you gotta give that shit up. Like, it's people don't understand that sacrifice that you have to make. And I know you can get into the other sacrifices that you have to make, but I think that is the start of what people talk about when they say you're selling your soul. I have never met a billionaire with morals.
It's tough.
Mark Zuckerberg, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, the common denominator that they have, even though these guys have these unassuming, they look harmless look, those guys are assassins. They don't care. They will take your last dollar out of your pocket right now if it meant they could do better. People look at Mark Zuckerberg, oh, he wears the same t-shirts every day. He's got a closet full of $8,000 white t-shirts that he wears, and owns half of an island in Hawaii where he bought like the other 6 houses around him because he didn't want to deal. That's what it is. Bill Gates, antitrust. You watch the movie. That's true shit, bro. Like, people don't get it.
Movies are true, right?
Like the reunions. Mm-hmm. My point is, Jeff Bezos just got divorced. Bill Gates just got divorced. Like, there's a sacrifice. And the last thing that I could probably say about that is billionaires, not even billionaires, most successful people, I feel like somebody just said that today, but like, no matter what, if you're rich or you're success, like, that still doesn't mean you're gonna be happy.
Exactly.
They're still not happy.
Remember I said money buys happiness and you disagree with me?
I don't believe that. You still think so.
100%.
God,
100%.
It's a Band-Aid, bro. It's not. It doesn't
No, because it takes explaining, though. If you're unhappy, money isn't going to buy you happiness.
Well, then, okay, but now you're going in the gray area.
Yeah. Of course, there's always the gray area.
Yeah, like money, but then
money will allow you. Money is a channel for you to be happy, though.
But if you're not, we're going back in the same
go.
conversation.
Right back into it.
If you're not happy in the first place, the money won't change that. You will still like. I watched a video the other day about Lil Wayne talking about how lonely his life is, how much he like feels so alone all the time because he was talking about how like I do all these shows and everybody loves me and I to a certain extent can understand this. But I'll go more into Wayne shit. He said, I do this show and it's sold out. I'm in the Superdome, which is like New Orleans. He's selling out. There's 70,000 people in there, and he's like, "Yo," I'm like, "Yeah, I love you guys. Good night." Boom, and the lights turn off. They're gone. So who's there? So he's like, "Okay, I get back on a tour bus, and like these people, why did I say tour like that? The tour bus.
The tour bus.
I'm chingy, but I get back on the tour bus, and there's 20 people on the bus, and they're like, "Yeah, Wayne, you killed tonight," blah blah blah. But then they leave. So,
and then you go home to nobody.
And now there's no one there.
That's right. And
I think one of the biggest misconceptions about like that kind of success and when it comes to like having fans, and I can attest to this, I'll be obviously not on that level, but people are like, "Oh, well, you must have all these people around you, and like, you 100,000 some odd followers and blah, blah, blah." Like, they don't know me and they don't love me. You get what I'm saying when I say that? Like, as much as they fuck with me, right? Like, people fuck with me, and I love people for that. Like, they like the shit that I do. But if I stop tomorrow, nobody would give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? Like,
I hear you.
Last year, I got sick, and that was like an eye-opener. And it's not anybody's fault, but I got sick. I literally, for a week, couldn't eat, couldn't whatever. I heard from 2 fucking people, and you're one of them.
Hello?
That's not a joke, bro. Like, there was a point in time where I was so sick that I fainted. And I remember being in bed, bro, and being like, yo, if I, like, God forbid something really happened to me, it would be months before anybody even fucking knew. Like, it would have been a while before you were like, you know what, like, I might want to check on this guy because he hasn't said anything to me in a month. Like, something's not right. I don't think he's mad at this point. You get what I'm saying? And that was when I kind of realized, like, what the fuck? Like, that was real. Like, I was like, yo, if I didn't wake up tomorrow, it would be a while before anybody even fucking found me. No joke. You were one of 2 people that even like said anything because I couldn't even look at my phone for like a week. Bro, I was so weak that I couldn't even pick the shit up. And I was like, yeah, because he messages you and it's like, nah, you're not answering. Hello?
Yeah.
Nah. Listen, if something's
something going on or what?
Bro, I remember waking up, it was like a Sunday, I was like, damn, bro, like, I'm fucked up, And that was when I realized it, like, and that's like, even like Lil Wayne, like, if Lil Wayne, something happened to him, like, who's checking on Lil Wayne? I like Lil Wayne, but if Lil Wayne got sick tomorrow, like, I'm not gonna call him. Yeah. And that's what you kind of realize is like, it's not fake love. It's like, oh, we don't really love you, but at the same time, like,
it's a part of the life.
There's a difference between like having a circle and having people who know who you are, And it's harder to maintain relationships with that too, because if you're Lil Wayne, like, you're Lil Wayne. So if I meet you, like, oh my God, that's Lil Wayne. Not Dwayne Carter. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of started to realize that shit too. I can only talk about it on like a lower sense, but like, I've always said this shit. Yeah, are there women who like try to talk to me and like get at me and shit like that? Like, and one of the biggest comebacks I always had was, what's my middle name? Like, you don't even know my name, bro. Like, how can you tell me you like me? You know what I mean? Like, that shit's not real. So people are always like, oh, I bet there's women all over the place. Like, no, there's not, because they don't know me. You don't know who I am. Like, you know King. Like, that's not me. You know what I'm saying? Like, is that me as in, like, my personality? Yeah, but, like, when this camera turns off, like, other shit happens. You don't know what that shit's like, It's like, it's a weird feeling, bro. It really is. And I think people don't understand that fact, that even if you have, like, the shit around you, and I'm very fortunate in that. And, like, you've gone out with me and seen people that have gone up to me and be like, yo, what's up? And I say hi, like, I love that shit. Like, I love meeting new people, but they don't know me like that. Like, if something really happened, they ain't gonna know. And after a week, they ain't gonna care. And that's a crazy feeling. So I think that people don't, even LeBron James, even like, God forbid, like Kobe, I love Kobe Bryant, bro, but like, Like, you remember when Kobe passed away? Mm-hmm. You remember, like, to a T, like, what you were doing, right?
Yeah, I think you texted me.
I know, I did, because it, like, fucked with me. I was like, damn, that's Kobe, bro. Like, what day did Kobe die?
I don't remember.
That's my point. It's been a year. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. It fades, man. This shit's all temporary. Yes, I will always remember Kobe Bryant. I'll always have, like, an affinity because, like, Kobe was a big reason why I am the way I am. His mentality, his work ethic, I always fuck with that. But Juice WRLD, you can go down the line, bro. Michael Jackson, the anniversary of his death, Biggie, like, all these people that have done great things, at the end of the day, like, the world doesn't stop moving. Like, it doesn't matter. None of that shit matters. Like, we've lost people, and I know you, just like me, probably still think about them all the time. But the world doesn't stop because of it, you know? And we've known people who have been really, everybody fuck with them, but how many people are really going to check and make sure his family's good and shit like that? You know how that shit is, man. It's like not real, but it is real. Is that weird for me to say? I hate to say
it's like God, what?
If God forbid I wasn't here tomorrow. But if I wasn't here tomorrow, like, it ain't gonna change much shit in the world, bro. It's not.
But is that a problem?
No, it's just reality.
Something out.
That's reality. That's what people don't realize is having people that are really there. I'm fortunate to have people that are really there. Because at the end of the day, like, I'm not sitting here complaining that it took a week and I only had 2 people reach out to me. I'm not saying I only had. I'm fortunate that I had 2 people to reach, because some people don't have anyone. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's the reality of shit. And all that followers and all that, like, that won't change that. Whether it's me or Lil Wayne, same situation, he might not have anybody reach out to him.
That's why that core before is important.
Shit matters, man.
You know?
You know, like LeBron James he's been with his girl since high school. They ain't going nowhere. That's why. People don't get that. People marry their high school sweethearts like men. When you're famous, that shit matters to you. You know? Like, the only long-term relationship are usually ones like that. I'd be surprised if LeBron James got divorced. But for the most part, like the Tiger Woodses of the world that marry the nanny and shit, like that shit ain't gonna last, bro. Because dudes love to date broke women, bro. I'm not saying it in a bad way, but like, we love to try to elevate a woman, you know? Like, women don't do that shit for men. We don't get that. Ain't no rich, Khloe Kardashian's not dating me. I don't give a fuck what happens, bro. Like, you know, I'm just naming those famous women, but like, look at the Kardashian, Jenner. Have they ever dated a fucking nobody? Name a famous actress, like, rich, Cardi B, Nicki.
J-Lo did.
She's married to everybody, but
Yeah.
for the most part, they were celebrities. Ben Affleck, Alex Rodriguez.
But it's going to be hard
Anthony.
to outdo J-Lo.
My point is not that. Like, my point is, like, most women are not going to date down. Rich women don't date broke dudes. Rich women don't date, famous women don't date nobodies. It's Nicki Minaj is like the one that I can think of. Right? But they were together beforehand. And she kind of like got back with him.
There's a few.
Give me some. It's hard to find, bro.
I mean, they're not nobodies, but they're people who aren't necessarily in the limelight.
Okay. No, I mean,
Kelly Ripa, like her husband's like a nobody or something.
Mark Ripa, isn't that his name? Or is it the quarterback? Nah, bro.
Mark Rippin. Redskins.
Yeah. But nah. You get what, hold on. Nah, Kelly Ripa, he's not a nobody though, right?
I don't know.
How do you fuck Kelly Ripa? But, wait. Kelly Ripa is married to, I feel like it was
Puerto Rico.
Zahara. There you go. Wait.
Yep.
You know what? Fuck this shit, bro. Keep that shit right there. She's married to Mark Consuelos.
Oh, very good. Right.
I mean, he has a Wikipedia here. Wait, no, they met on All My Children. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
No, but
I'm not saying it's not, like, Oprah got Stedman.
Chet Stedman?
I wish it was Chet Stedman. Oprah, you know Stedman? You know Stedman?
You know, I didn't know that Oprah was even dating anybody until somebody
Oprah's
told
had
me.
Stedman for like 30 years, bro.
Yeah.
She will not marry Stedman. Stedman live in the guest house. He there, but he ain't there. He's like the quintessential, like,
Yeah.
everybody was talking about being Stedman, because Stedman got like the job of all jobs. Like, he ain't finna do shit. He just, you know, but again, there's always outliers to shit. And I think the one rule breaker when it comes to that is like someone marrying someone that they knew before they had to glow up. Like Nicki Minaj, I know right now, I don't know if she's married or engaged, but the guy she's with, they were with before she got on. And she kind of like came back around. Because I think at the end of the day, she was like, all these people don't really know me like that. He does. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, like rich, affluent type of women are not dating broke dudes. Men don't care how much you make. Women do. Like, no woman's gonna be like, oh, I just met this guy. Like, what's do for a living? Nothing. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest put downs that women have towards a man that she don't like is what? He ain't got no job. He ain't got no money. He lives with his parents. He blah, 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 blah. That's like a big put down that women have towards, because women ain't trying to date no dude that's broke as fuck, bro. Like, under any circumstance. So when you got a famous woman, like, at the end of the day, you know, I put in Khloe Kardashian, right? I always use Kardashian because they're like the most famous, like when it comes to like the whole clan of women, right? And I'm using Khloe just because I know that like Tristan's been dogging her for like 3 years, like, you know, fucking hoes and shit. Like Tristan, do you? Like, you dating a dude that plays ball? He's finna fuck. She don't know that. She don't know that. But if she ever really wanted to get treated right, she would need a broke dude. She would never go talk to this broke dude though. Am I wrong?
Would she talk to a broke dude?
Both parts. Would you think she would talk
I
to?
feel like they wouldn't date them, but I feel like they would.
So like keep
You know?
like a side piece.
Yeah, exactly.
Women don't do that kind of shit though.
I think in that realm they do.
Do you think that?
Oh, 100%.
So you think like Kim K? Obviously, I know she's divorced now. So you think like she got some like?
I can see her going to like one of them parties and like some server looks good to her or something.
You really think that?
Oh, absolutely. Because why not? If she wants something, she's gonna get it.
But I feel like women don't do that like men do.
It's like they're always, here, perfect example. They're always going to wear the big diamond. They're always going to wear the Gucci. They're always going to wear the Tom Ford.
Of course.
But I guarantee you something is from Target.
So you think that they like on the low?
Yeah, 100%.
I never thought about that.
I always think that's the case. You know, it's what's in the public eye that matters.
Ain't nobody serving chicken fucking Kim Kardashian.
Oh, 100%.
Maybe. I'm not saying you're wrong because you might be right.
That's my opinion.
You might be
feel
right.
Like that goes
You might be
on,
right.
You know?
You might be right. I feel like that is a different kind of like Kim, though. Like Kim,
Maybe not her per se, but like it definitely happens.
Kim, nah. If you're like,
maybe.
if you're like Helen Mirren, maybe.
Helen Mirren, she still looks good.
She does.
She's like 81.
She does. You get what I'm saying though, because she's like older and like she's not trying to like. She might, but like Kim,
You know how these girls.
Kylie.
Yeah, of course.
You think Kylie Jenner's fucking some dude that like? I swear, if that's the case, I will fucking no, ain't no way.
I'm telling you.
Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Especially because
Ain't
like,
no fucking
you
way,
know,
boy.
like they're
Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way. So you're telling me Kylie Jenner?
Because they gotta get
She's pregnant again by Travis Scott.
It's probably not his. At some point, she's gotta get sick of that life too.
I don't think it's the life though.
Well, that whole crap.
Bro, I just feel like broke dudes ain't got nothing to offer a rich woman.
They got one thing to offer.
Penis.
Yes.
You can buy a penis.
Absolutely.
You can buy a penis off eBay.
Correct.
3 penises.
Yeah, but you know.
They're vibrating with 3 beads that turn around and sing Hail Mary by Tupac. Bro, ain't no way, bro.
Nice.
Boy, no way, boy. I
can see.
I can't say that you're wrong, because like I don't know. But like you're speculating and I can't say that you're wrong. I can't. I'm not being like, oh, there's no way. Like, but ain't no way. But like, there's
no way, boy.
But you're not wrong.
I can see it.
Damn. So you mean to tell me there's
There's
some nobody that's serving lattes at Starbucks that has dug Kylie Jenner up?
Probably.
Wow.
Amazing, right?
See, I feel like what women tend to do when it comes to shit like that is if they get lonely, they tend to go with a known commodity. Women will sleep with like their ex because they don't want to like increase their body count or like because it's
to them.
Yeah, it's a known
it's
commodity.
easy. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like that would like I feel like Kylie Jenner, for example, like apparently she's pregnant again by Travis Scott, right? Because she wasn't trying to like hook up with nobody else because she already knows what that is. So like she would rather do that than like find some dude that worked at fucking Chipotle. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just feel like that would be more accurate. Like, at the end of the day, like, people are people. It's the same thing as, like, Kim and Kanye are supposedly split up, but she still talks to him, like, not even about the kids.
Studio 54.
Okay, I don't know, Shane. But they were all old types. Or Princess Grace. Alright, yeah, maybe.
Jeff Campbell, he got it.
No, you're not wrong.
You know?
But he like, that was a fluke. He fluked.
Well, was
Did
it?
he? He did, he fluked.
Yeah, I know.
What are you
She was
supposed to
sitting
take
there
out?
with her cigarette filter like John Barrymore.
You're not wrong. You're not.
And he caught her eye. He was like, "Sweet'll it be?"
But
And it worked.
he had to be like he was still already a select dude. Was he not?
Like being in that realm.
Yeah, like
Yeah, but
in
he
order
was
to be
technically
a
a
bartender
nobody.
at Studio 54, you're not a nobody. Like, you're still a bartender at Studio 54. Like, you hooked up with famous people anyway in that realm. Because Steve Rubell, disgusting, wouldn't let people in the club. Like, you couldn't even get...
Steve Rubell wanted a nobody. This bastard.
Because he's a dude. Dudes are different. Dudes fuck broke girls. I don't care. Dudes don't give a
He
shit.
doesn't go with a girl.
Anybody. Whatever you like.
Yeah, well.
Whatever you like, dudes don't look at it the same way. Like, we don't care. For the most part, if you're looking for someone to just kind of whatever, like, most dudes don't look at shit like that. Most dudes' standards are, is she hot?
Yeah, sure.
Which is stupid, but that's most men's standards. That's why men get friend zoned. Women don't get friend zoned. When's the last friend zone woman you've ever met? Women don't get friend zoned. How many women get friend zoned? They don't, bro. They don't. Women don't get friend zoned.
You friends on the woman.
Several.
Yeah, and there you go.
I'm fucking weird though.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Again,
There's gotta be more of you and me.
how many women get? Well, you forget it.
You, Kurt.
I'd hate to say this, but we're the weirdest two people in the
Yeah.
world. Like, most men do not do what we do, and I'm not saying this. I am saying this, but I've witnessed, and I guess I've been subjected to women literally throwing themselves at either one of us, and us just being like, eh. Most men are not doing that. They're not. They're gonna take it, and if we don't take it, like, we're not normal when it comes. I'm not saying it as a flex. Like, I don't know why, but even when we were younger, we were that way because, like, we're like, because something's not like. Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Like, why? Like,
Something's wrong.
if you like me, then something's wrong with you.
Absolutely not. Right.
So you're telling me
That you like me. Like, you want to what? You want to be my girlfriend?
Yeah, all right.
Like, that's my point. Like, I feel like most men are not going to do that. Most men are going to take what you give them. And
She did it. I think so.
I don't know. We know people she's dated. I mean, literally know people she's dated.
exactly.
He was a fucking Pro Bowl artist.
No, of course. I'm not saying him per se, but he wasn't. He at the same time he wasn't
He was a
Ray J.
Pro Bowler.
right. But he wasn't Ray J.
But he
either.
wasn't even Chris Humphries. You're still in the league, bro. Like, I'm talking about, like you said, like, you know,
the guy working at the gas station.
Yeah.
He went. Even a bartender at 54 had status. Like, I'll tell you, like, yeah, that. Like, the dude that works at Wawa and is checking out your.
Well, here lies the problem. I don't think she's even going to Wawa. So how would that even happen?
I don't care, bro.
She's not taking her car to fill up for gas.
Some of
You
these
know?
girls are these people are eating and going places, bro. Like, I don't see someone getting with the server at Ruth's Chris. Like, if you're a selected bartender at a bar,
I
that's.
want to find this out.
I mean, I'm sure it happens,
It does happen.
but I feel like the frequency is a lot more. With men.
Oh yeah, sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Drake just made a song in his album that talks about him sleeping with fans. Female celebrities don't just sleep with fans like that. You know what I mean? Like, there are probably hundreds of women that Drake has slept with. Regular ass women. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cardi B's not sleeping with hundreds of regular ass dudes. Kim Kardashian's not sleeping with regular ass dudes. You really gotta fluke up on some shit to sleep with Kim Kardashian. Sleep with Kylie Jenner, sleep with Cardi. Anybody who's famous. Sleep with Helen Mirren, bro. Like, anybody, bro. J-Lo. Anybody. Like, there's a lot of girls walking around that can say they slept with Drake. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I mean. Like, we don't care as a whole. I mean, even though
But guys like need it more too.
we think differently. Women, like, we don't
Like
look
a
at...
woman will hold out on spite.
Yeah.
You know, like there's like the
Yeah.
little things like that too.
But even, like, the clout shit. Like, I've never dated somebody because of clout. Like, we don't care about the last round. I just don't understand how somebody can be in a relationship and just, like, not bring anything to the table. You know what this looks like? This looks like that we are actually having the same conversation. You laugh for no reason.
Yes.
That's why you lit in the first 2 minutes.
This guy,
That's it.
this guy wild in the first 2 minutes, man.
And that's my whole point. Just, if you're gonna get married, bro, like, bring something to the fucking table.
Look.
You want certain shit, and I don't think you're wrong for it, but at the end of the day, like, you gotta bring something.
You see, marriage is not a checklist either, right?
No.
Somebody can be like, "This is what I want," and then meet somebody totally opposite, and they're happily ever after. You know?
Yes.
Because somebody has to compliment you no matter what. I might sit here and be like, "Yeah, I wouldn't want my wife to work," but if I meet a girl that's got a phenomenal job, what am I gonna do? Tell her to quit? You know? Especially if that's what makes her happy. It's not ideal for me, but then I would say, okay, is this girl worth it? Is it gonna work? Am I gonna have to come after her work husband? Yeah. But you know what? That's why we keep a shovel, right? And we dig the hole. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
They all got 'em,
everything's
too.
a catch-22.
They all got them. They all have work husbands.
That's all I need is for the guy to put his arm around her at her Christmas thing.
They all have them too.
And I'm gonna turn into John.
They flirt.
I'm gonna turn into John McClane. Welcome to
Wasn't
the party,
she sleeping?
pal.
Wait, that was the last Boy Scout.
No, but there was like Ellis liked her.
Yeah.
Yeah, forget about it. Nakatomi Plaza, bro. Here we go.
They threw I forget it. But like that work husband shit.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
They're everywhere.
No, I'm never getting married. No way.
Listen.
No way. No way. No way. You think you're gonna flirt with my wife?
No.
But they're okay with it.
I'm not even gonna flirt with my wife. Who are you? I get jealous if I flirt with my own wife.
And the crazy part is though, because if you say that and you're like, you shouldn't be flirting with this
I'm
guy,
wrong.
you're controlling.
Yeah. Good.
That's
Flirt.
my issue. That's the shit.
Flirt. Go ahead.
I'd rather no. No.
Yeah.
Just no.
Exactly.
Do you value? No.
Nope.
No. Like, why are you gonna make me do this?
Right.
Like, this is what's gonna happen now?
This is what it is.
I gotta throw this guy off the Nakatomi Plaza?
That's right. You're gonna have to.
Great. You gotta scrape him off the, because
That's all.
why is that okay?
It's not.
So they all do it.
Well.
Like they all, like even the women that don't even have jobs have this like friend zone guy who like sits there and yeses him to death and they complain about him and like they talk to
Like, why do you even know anybody? Like, don't have a brother either.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I have a sister. You have like I have a past.
Yeah. No, I understand that. But I'm gonna do the right thing.
No, you're not.
100%.
I don't think I've ever liked anybody my sister's ever dated in her life. I tolerate, but I don't really like them.
No, I thought you meant something else. No, I'm saying my girlfriend or wife better not even have siblings.
I like don't have.
They're
like,
gonna be a
no.
problem.
You can't have a work husband.
No,
Absolutely.
forget about it. Don't have a brother.
And there's no girls trips either.
Yeah, no,
I
none of
hate
that.
that. I hate that though. Why do you think that's okay? And that's what I mean. You can't have both. There is no girls trip. You're not going. What? First of all, if you want to go, I'm gonna dump you.
Yeah.
Even if you want to go, if you ask me, it's over.
Yeah.
Your answer is you're single.
Done.
Yes, because you wanted to go, which is just as bad.
Go.
No, because I don't want to allow. I'm not allowing. You're allowed to do it if you want to. The fact that you want
come
to
back.
No, you can come back. Just not to me.
No, can't come back.
No, you can come back. You
Go
can, you're free to go.
Stay.
Go wherever you want to go.
I'll leave you right where I found you.
I'm gonna
Don't make
pull
it-
you through this. No.
Yeah.
But like, if you ask me certain things, I will literally break up with you. Like, can I go? Yeah, good. Go ahead.
Yeah, sure.
No,
what you
like,
gonna do?
I'm glad you're single now. It's fine. Mm-hmm. I'm not joking either.
Yeah, sure. I tell you what, how's it feel? What? To be single now. Good.
But why would you want to go? If you want to go, it's over. If you ask me to go, it's over.
Because everybody's devious.
But why would you? Like, there's nothing good that comes from like. I would break up with my wife if she allowed me to go. Like if I was like, listen, me and the guys are going to Vegas, and she was like, go ahead.
Sure,
Like,
have a good time.
you really don't care, huh? I would break up with her the other way. Because like, why would you let me go?
Like, why would you think that?
Like that kind of hurted me though.
Why would you?
Seriously, if you're married to me and I'm like, me and the guys are going to Vegas for a week, and you're like, oh, go have fun. Who are you sleeping with? That you're okay with me going? Think about it.
Look, I don't know. I can't answer this.
Think about it.
Because there's people out there that they do it.
Did you remember the
all
DMX
time.
skit? The how's it going down?
Yeah.
Who dick you sucking? Who? Let me know now. Let's just get it all out in the open. Because if you want to have an open relationship, which is what we apparently have if I'm allowed to go to Las Vegas, at least tell me who he is.
Swingers. You guys are swinging.
That's
now.
fine, yeah, with the pineapple.
Yeah.
You hear about that? You heard that?
Tell me about it. Did you hear about that?
The pineapple means you
Yeah, no, did you hear about that?
Do Do you understand that there are swingers out there who enjoy watching their wife get like dicked down by her?
It's a cuck.
Oh no, do this. I think if cuck is like if you're not okay with it, but they do it anyway.
They do it anyway.
Yeah.
Then why would you sit there like that?
No,
that's how you're gonna react.
You put your hand on your head and you like Justin Timberlake, and you're like,
exactly. He was cucking in that.
he's definitely a cuck. He was a cuck. That is a cuck. That's what a cuck is. Yes, he's a cuckold.
He did the move.
Yes, it's a cuckold. I just don't get it. Like, I think I'm gonna any girl I date from now on, I'm gonna test her. Like, listen, can I go to Atlantic City?
Let me go.
Yeah, like I'm gonna ask her. Like, yeah, you know, like, me and the guys we're gonna go to Miami for like a couple of days. That's cool. And if she says yes, I would like to know who you're sleeping with.
Yeah.
Who are you? Because in my head, if you're saying it's okay, you're already saying, oh, I get to hang out with so and so. No good.
The cat's away.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
100%.
No, but
the mice will play.
Yeah.
That's the same.
Play, right.
That's you. Like, you might as well let me know. I watched a show.
Right. Just tell me.
There's a show called Love After Lockup. You ever hear of it? You bet this?
Yeah.
Like
I never saw it, but I know you watch it.
There's a dude on this show, and he paid this girl like 10 grand while she was still in prison. He got out of prison. Long story short, like, this is why like nobody's valid. He got her when he picked her up from the prison. He had a trunk filled with like sneakers, like 3 or 4 racks, like cash, straight cash, and like all kind of other shit. And like he had a bag of lingerie, right? And she'd been in prison for 4 years. So she's in a car and she looks at the bag and she sees all the lingerie and shit. He's like, I can't wait to see you in that. And she's like, what do you mean? And he's like, I've been waiting for 4 years. He didn't sleep in her for like the whole time. Like, he had a sex toy. It was crazy. But she was like, I'm not comfortable with that. Right? Imagine. Now, that's not the bad part. So he drops her off at her mom's house and she's like, I don't want you to meet my mom yet. Red flag number 2. So he's like, all right, I'll respect that. You know, I'll see you tomorrow, baby, blah, 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 blah. She goes in the house. She kisses him goodbye. She goes and sits in her bed and she texts a guy and a girl to go see them the next day. You would, if you saw it, you'd probably break your television if you've seen this specific one. I've never witnessed anything like that in my whole life. She met this guy's mom. They made her dinner, which was like this budget-ass dinner, but it doesn't matter. They made this guy, their mom, dinner. He drops her back off at her house again after she just met his mom. She goes and sits on the like patio furniture. You know, people have shit in front of their house, like the, you know, table and chairs. And he's like, yo, something's not right. She never just sits outside. You're gonna get mad because I know he
pulls up.
Even worse. Well, yes, but he's like, something's not right. She never sits in front of the house. So he's driving away, and he's like, nah, fuck that. So he turns around, and as soon as he turns around, her ex pulls up and picks her up, and he gets in the car. So he flips out, starts screaming, right? And he's like, you know, how could you do this shit to me? Blah, 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 screaming, throwing shit. She left with him anyway. And then she slept with him, the ex. And then he called her the next day. And she's like, oh, I feel bad, blah, blah, blah. And this person literally hooks up with a girl the next day. She's like, you know, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. And she's talking to like the confessional thing. And she's like, you know, I just needed to see what was going on. And he's like, okay, well, can I see you tonight? And she's like, can I see you tomorrow? Because she was with a girl the next day.
Did she lead him on the whole time, though?
Oh, they thought like, gave her a ring type of shit.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, could never be me. The crazy part is,
she was in prison.
Yeah.
What do you kind of think is going to happen? You know?
Look.
Makes for good TV.
The minute she said, I don't want you to meet my mom, I don't want you to see me in lingerie, and I held out for 3 years, you don't even gotta sleep with me. Like, you just telling me that? Fine. I'm gonna take this stuff back. You go in your house, have a nice day. And that's the difference. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's just certain shit. I didn't even need to know the end of the story when she said, I don't want you to meet my mom. I've been with you for 4 years, bro. What do you mean you want me to meet your mom? You know what I'm saying? That's my point. Yeah, she did him dirty. She's apparently married to that girl now, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, so, long story short, don't get married. Are you married? He knows the story. Just don't get married. Anyway,
wow.
Some of the best tacos I've had in a while. My throat is literally like, at this point, I have like 18 open Diet Cokes and I'm still thirsty. So, that's been the video. We've been here for like 3 hours. You guys love it and I love you guys and he loves you guys. And
Yo.
Taquerios Los Gueros.
Oh, good, yo.
That's it. Helen Mirren, still hot.
Yeah.
Hand signs.
Helen Mirren.